Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us are the Radio Shack DX-396, and I'm performing an evening medium wave band scan. First, we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the evening band. So here it is, the DX-396. I picked mine up used about 3 years ago, right around 20 bucks. Currently on eBay, I was checking completed listings and saw them selling anywhere between $30 to $40. There's quite a lot of people wanting this radio. It's kind of neat. I also saw this radio sell mint in the box for $150. That kind of blew my mind because it's a pretty basic radio. Even though it's very sensitive on medium wave, there's no single sideband, there's no incremental tuning, there's no bandwidth filters. So for $150, I think it was just a collector maybe, looking for a mint example. So let's check out this radio. Mine was dirty, really had to clean it up. There was gunk in the buttons. Some of the buttons wouldn't operate until I cleaned them. It was that bad. But I got it working. So yeah, here we are. And I haven't band scanned this one before, so why not? Here we got carry strap, left-hand side, DX local switch, headphone jack, and DC input of 3 volts. Nice. That's really handy to have. This is a radio you'd want to have playing all the time. It sounds that good. The speaker here is about 3 inches. The opening measures 2 3/4, but I'm going to gather it's a 3-inch speaker. Tuning LED indicator turns red when we're in tune. That's a useful item to have. LCD screen will show our frequency information, and of course it shows clock and dual time, which we can show world clock. I'd have UTC. And there you go, I can go 5 hours into the future. There we are. It's awesome. Gotta love it. And yeah, it's my current time, 10:39 p.m. I'm Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois, USA. As you can see on the shortwave bands, they've segmented all the groups there. You can see the different meter bands. All there. You can access those on the numeric keypad. If you look, the button corresponds to a meter band. And you would use the shortwave select and select which band you want to go to. Very simple. This radio does allow you to tune between the bands. Also, I like that. With the direct entry of frequencies. And then you can start scanning from there. We have our back forward, incremental scan, incremental tuning. Very simple buttons. That's the only tuning method is these 2 buttons. Down here we have storing our presets. You get 10 presets per band, so a total of 30 AM, FM, shortwave. Scan, you can scan your memories, which is nice. So it'll sit there on the station for a little bit and go to the next one and the next one as far as your memories that you have set up. And you hit scan to stop it. Shortwave select is a quick shortcut to your shortwave band. If you're on FM or AM, you hit this, goes right to whatever shortwave band you were on before. Down here we have time set, dual time, and clock. This is nice, this clock button. Very handy. If the radio is on, it always defaults to frequency, which most radio tuners love. And if you want to see what time it is to log something, you tap clock, and it shows the clock until you want to turn it off. And you hit the clock again, it goes back to the frequency. That is a neat little feature. Right inside the radio, got a volume control and high-low tone control. I'll leave it on low. It's a tiny little fiddly switch that is not fun to use, but it does help a little bit. Top of the radio, we have an alarm setting, sleep function, lock switch to lock out our buttons, and then a power button. Our back antenna is used for FM and shortwave, and that measures 27 inches. It's a fairly sensitive radio on shortwave too, I've noticed. We have a world time map on the back kick-out stand. There's our frequency coverage, AM, FM, and then shortwave's 2.3 to 21.85. Covers quite a bit. And then here in our battery compartment, it runs on 2C batteries, and that's the polarity. I'm not going to fiddle with the door, but you get the idea. And the bottom of the radio does have a reset holder in case your computer gets wonky. Will come into focus, but anyway, it says reset. Alright, so let's do a quick size comparison. There's our cruising the evening band. The other night I had it towards sunrise, and it was neat. I was getting all kinds of stations, beautiful sounding. So there's our CC Pocket. Let's bring in CC Skywave. As you can tell, this 396 isn't that much bigger. That's why I like it. It's got a nice tone to it too as well. And of course we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Radio Shack relics from DX Land. Something like that. I don't know. You get it? It's an awesome radio. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So we're greeted with band we're on medium wave frequency. Our first station here is 530 CHLO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles away. They say it's 250 watts. Other night it was coming in clear, red light was on, so the conditions will improve. Keep that in mind with medium wave. And as you notice, I turned the radio. Medium wave or AM band uses a different antenna. It uses an internal antenna. Most radios have an internal antenna. It's a ferrite rod with a coil of wire. And that wire captures the longer wavelengths of medium wave. The shorter wavelengths like shortwave and FM, they're very narrow. The back antenna is utilized. So we can try to improve the signal. You can hear him talking. I'm going to use this Turk Advantage loop. It's a passive loop, requires no batteries. And you put it perpendicular to the radio. It has a little tuning capacitor on it. And we tune it to the desired frequency. So I can get this whole into frame here. Trying. Let's see if we can get that red light to go on. There we go. So what it's doing, the loop here is capturing energy from that frequency, and it's by inductance, it's sending the energy captured to the radio's antenna without any wires having to be hooked up, just by proximity. If I take it away, you notice the light dim out. Bring it back in. So if you love medium wave listening, which I do, this is a great investment to have. I have links below to the radio and this loop. They make a great combo, I've noticed. So, to tune your station with medium wave, you actually aim the radio towards the station you're trying to receive, or that top portion of the radio, because it's horizontally mounted. So you want to point the horizontal edge of the antenna towards the station. This is 540. Typically I pick up WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin to the north, 70 miles away, 400 watts.
In defense of Ron Johnson, the twisted sort of way he brought lots of bacon back to the state of Wisconsin. It was just in the form of pack.
There you go. Turn it back to the west. And I'm just picking up a speaker here. Some women talking. That's CBK, Watrous, Saskatchewan, which is 1,025 miles away. Pretty amazing. And we could try to improve that. I think we'll get static, but... So very sensitive radio. Love it.
This one, it seems to me that the question, I guess it's the degree of negligence, right, in the case of criminal charges. 550
KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts, due south.
So, what would as a former prosecutor here,
responsible for this murder that had an affair with this woman.
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago.
For criminal tampering.
Young school children, young kindergarten, are being separated in public schools because of this and not called project rather than segregation. The world has done that.
Okay, I think this is WTCM, Traverse City, Michigan. 215 miles, 1,100 watts, to the east. Now this antenna, of course, is bidirectional, so if you have stations to the east or to the west, you can pick them up, but you can't pick them up north or south. But of course, you had a station to the north, and I had the radio pointing to the south, it would pick it up as well. There's a C-Crane ad. WMT Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles to the west, 5,000 watts.
Donald Trump. 65,000 correctional procedures. And it's Donald Trump.
Two stations competing here, KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, and WTVN, Columbus, Ohio. Equally around 350 miles away, 5,000 watts. This is another example of directional tuning. 620 is WTMJ Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is north.
Competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business
comes in like a local.
With Insperity, nothing seems impossible.
Turn it away, and you might find some other station, which is really fun. That's the fun in the evening, is that there's multiple stations on the same frequency, and you're able to pick up quite a bit. Sometimes too much.
That the food bank is in need of, such as canned fruit, canned vegetables, canned pasta, personal hygiene items, and other non-perishables.
CFCO 630 Chatham, Ontario, I believe. 310 miles, 6,000 watts.
Friends, co-workers, and neighbors to do the same. Donations can be dropped off at the Salvation Army.
Okay, that music is KYFI, St. Louis, Missouri. 275 miles, 5,000 watts.
It's important to be aware of your surroundings and avoid.
Hispanic music on WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. 75 miles away, 1,600 watts. This direction. There's some talkers. Sometimes it comes in clear. This is WOI, Ames, Iowa. 265 miles, 1,000 watts to the west.
Lady who he would record a couple of duets with, the undisputed queen of country music, Kitty Wells. Only Me and My Hairdresser Know. Again from 1966 on the Legend, 6:50 a.m. WSM. Just like earlier in the hour.
There you go. You got the call letters. Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles, WSM.
Got a duet on with Willie Nelson. You can.
Everything that culminated this year, resulting, everything that transpired this year that culminated in a Boston sweep.
Okay, we're just picking up WFAN, New York City, New York, which is 750 miles to the northeast. It's bumping into a real strong local, 670, The Score, Chicago. Actually, tuning light.
Call me crazy, but I think that roster can beat this roster. The 7-game series currently. Take a Mayfield, you know
Very
how you
cool.
make your bones.
So fairly selective, not bad. 670 To Score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
Coordinators you had, or you know, just go out there and bust ass on a football field.
I think it's CKGM 690s, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. Nice.
They said, we want to get rid of capitalism. We want to introduce socialism.
So here's 700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east.
Of course, what does that mean? That means wealth will be in the hands of the government.
If you're a propane customer, make sure your propane system is operating safely by having it inspected by a qualified service technician.
So this ad here, 710 WOR, New York, New York.
Test your propane system to ensure that it is leak-free and safe. Each family member should know what propane smells like and what
Nice.
Great, and then of course he was.
And he had some nice records out too. That's
Yes.
the bad part about it.
Yes, some
DJ had a record out called Shambles.
Here's 720 WGN, Chicago.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who Vivian Carter was crazy about.
Hey, don't you love you anymore?
Zoomer Radio, CFCM, 740 Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Always a treat to listen to.
Give but what you can, and you can sing the sun.
That all the elements your roof will endure, then think of Findlay first.
Schedule a free roof analysis.
Here's 750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles. Southeast.
Take action now. Review your budget. Start the pre-approval process and get ahead of rising rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler.
WGR not really coming in too clear.
Globex Data's Swiss-hosted secure application spelled SEKUR uses a proprietary technology outside of big tech.
This ad is WABC 770, New York, New York. 750 miles again. Coming in nice and clear, nice and strong. Excellent. Very sensitive radio. Loving this.
Secure is the solution for messaging and email privacy with no data.
ELCinsurance.com. Rate subject to change. Please call to confirm.
Heard you're buying a car.
Here's local WBBM Chicago. They have old-time radio between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Monday through Friday. It's Central Daylight Time near Chicago. If you can pick up 780 WBBM from your location, try tuning it in during those times and days. It's a lot of fun.
One of Twitter's most prolific users
Get their message out, and they will leave.
It is a 2 Mets win. Tom McCarthy with the call on WCBS Radio in New York. That will be the final score for the Mets. Winners have won 2 in a row. 6 out of the last 7. They beat the Cardinals.
Just pick up WGY Albany, New York. 740 miles.
Anybody Major League Baseball. They're 13
So
wins.
it's fading in and out.
Anybody Major League Baseball. And for 6th inning, they tried to solve your bullpen problem with a scoring run.
And of course, if you wait long enough, it may start coming in super clear. I just don't have the time on this video for each station, I find. There's quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, did you see this? Beto Hussein O'Rourke, the man.
Okay, this is WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles.
Go on, I'm still smoking my weed.
Brooklyn is out of the playoffs. And that's crazy. It's just insane. You can't say it enough. Like Kyrie.
WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Sports station.
What, Lakers and Brooklyn in the finals. And
they tell you about the virus is coming.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles. Now, this is ground zero, and then they have coast to coast in the evenings. For my location, I usually use a station to listen to it between 12 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah. So in the end, they have ultimate control.
850 is KOA Denver, Colorado. This radio will pick it up. It's just a challenging evening for that station. I can hear them. Bring the loop in. There we go. Give it that little boost, and now listen to Denver. There we go. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles, French speaking.
First, they're local and care about the impact Ida had on our state. Plus, the insurance companies learn to trust them because they deal with them.
870 WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. This is 865 miles due south.
They normally respond more favorably than when they're being sued.
Hey, it's Tom Kaminsky with my great bath fitter experience. The professional came to my home, showed me the options, took exactly...
Here's 880 WCBS, New York, New York.
No demolition, all in as little as 1 day with only one installer.
Sounds like a local.
A perfect fit and a lifetime guarantee.
Help save our great nation from these people. Join AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens.
890 WLS, Chicago.
Money-saving benefits.
A little quicker now. Got some good music there on WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. That's a local station. It's pretty good stuff. Yeah, like it.
iPhones and Androids, you're going to get unlimited
WSBT, South Bend, Indiana. It's 110 miles away, 5,000 watts. It's not a DX station or anything super far, but fairly weak and with a lot of noise. Picking it up is nice.
Zanzibar, now part of Tanzania. They led in 1964, ended up in Middlesex, England. Of course, Freddie Mercury.
CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
And had an extraordinary career. Maybe the greatest.
So my location, I pick up quite a few Canadian stations.
This is a performance by Brian May and Freddie Mercury from 1985, Live Aid at Wembley. I'm Matt Galloway. Thanks for listening to The Current. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Dear gas prices, go take a hike.
Here's 1000 MVP, Chicago, ESPN station.
22 years. The Toyota Hybrid Line.
Jim Bohannon on Westwood 1.
Here's KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
Top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions at your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates.
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles, believe it or not. Strong station.
Together we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Very few things are impossible.com. WHO Des Moines, an iHeart radio station, and KDRV 100.3 HD2 Des Moines. Available everywhere with the iHeart radio app. Now #1 for podcasts.
So Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles to the west.
Dr. Michael Ziegler shows how these 3 C's of Christian witnessing
People who suffer from long-term chronic joint pain spend so much of their time.
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
I was really tired of trying to get video broadcasting opportunity by calling WNWI with the
I think we're picking up a religious program on KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles to the south. Got an evening ball game, WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Gillette in New York, high-ranking U.S. officials are back on safe ground.
Here's KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
The White House declined to confirm the trip beforehand.
Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov with a chilling warning. The risk of nuclear war is a real one.
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Serious. It is real. It cannot be underestimated. He added that he did not want to see these risks of nuclear war, quote, artificially inflated.
ABC's Marcus Moore.
Shannon on AM 1160. Hope for your life.
Hope for your family.
Here's a WYLL, Chicago.
Hope for your life.
Christian radio.
Pastor John, this is your last intermission. Jesus Christ is coming.
Got Brother Stare here on 1170. I think this is KBOB, Davenport, Iowa. 125 miles.
They shall not be accepted. Therefore,
the Ingram angle.
The level of lawlessness here is unbelievable from this administration. It's a completely, open border.
Wham, WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
The hearing is scheduled for May 13th. Twitter's board of directors approving the sale of the company to Elon Musk. Press Secretary Todderbert.
No matter who owns or runs Twitter, the president has long been concerned about the
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
In the fatal shooting of a black man by
Let's go to the top of the band now.
Didn't know how or where to get the money. My name is Ron LeGrand, and over the past 30 years, I've bought over 3,000 houses without using any money from credit and taught thousands to do the same.
I think this is WTAQ, Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's 155 miles, 5,000 watts.
Fireflow and Westwood up there. Anticipated by the Celtics tonight, a game that the Nets fought back in. Looks
like permanent solution. Don't be fooled by imitation products and free offers.
WMBD, Peoria, Illinois, 135 miles, 5,000 watts.
It's designed to keep any and all.
To talk about some of those things that we agree on
and some that we don't.
Download from the kitchen table to Duffy's at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you download podcasts.
New cases of a viral liver illness reported in young children.
The UK Health Security Agency.
WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
Cases of unexplained hepatitis in children under 10, and it says 10 of the children needed liver transplants, as the UN Health Agency says it's received reports of at least 169 cases of acute hepatitis of unknown origin, and 1 death has been reported. The usual viruses that cause infectious liver inflammation, hepatitis A and E, weren't detected in any of the 111
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
This is Freddie and Fitzsimmons. Oh no, on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN
from the Rio Grande River 3 days after he jumped in to save migrants struggling in the current. Texas Governor Greg Abbott telling Fox.
Here's KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles west.
National Guard soldier.
I don't know if that's CKDO, Oshawa, Ontario, possibly 490 miles, 10,000 watts, possible. I didn't know if they had Hispanic music on that station or not.
You can go on vacation and take your TV service with you, even let your kids watch it at college.
I think this is WAAM, Ann Arbor, Michigan, 231 miles, 5,000 watts to the east. CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Don't know what kind of music that was. There's so much to discover. Get yourself a radio like this and just have a ball. It's a great time. Yeah, 1640 on this radio. Interesting how it's just this one frequency. Might be able to adjust it, but it doesn't come in. It's like distorted. But everything else fine. KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts. Some music on 1660, cool. WQLR maybe, Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's 137 miles away, 1,000 watts. Here's the Zone, Madison, Wisconsin. WOZN. This music. Adult Contemporary WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland, 685 miles. Now we have another station.
Top to bottom. When it comes to
last one, this is 1700. KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. And then it's mixing with KKLF, Richardson, Texas, 790 miles. Just barely picking that up. Okay. There you go. I went back to the bottom of the band here. And 530 is coming in a little clearer. There you go. Sounds like a prayer. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and turn the radio off. There we are. So there it is, DX-396. You got to hear it in the evening. Sounds pretty cool. Picked up quite a bit this evening. I'm pretty happy with this radio. It was sitting on my shelf for quite a while. Didn't have it out. And I realized I had not done band scans with it. And pretty impressed. It reminds me of the DX-395. That's a great receiver too. for medium wave listening, very sensitive. This just adds the clock, which is very handy, and the alarm, I believe, as well. So if you're looking for those items, this is a great radio for that. It is very handy to have a clock on this radio. I do like, oh, I hit time set by mistake. But yeah, it's nice to be able to switch back and forth between the 2 time zones, and a hitting clock there too. So awesome. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big like. Rambling on. I love this radio, as you can tell. 2, if you like Radio Shack branded radios. They're still in business online, I guess, and still selling inexpensive Chinese knockoffs. You know, not well-designed radios like this anymore, I didn't see, but they're still around a little bit, but just there's no more brick and mortar stores, unfortunately. But yeah, keep an eye out, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos. And 3, comment below what you think about the DX-396. Is this something you pick up for 30 or 40 bucks, or would you pass and spend your 40 bucks on a, say, I don't know, Radio Wow? Sometimes these go on sale down to like 42 bucks. Get a little bit of everything. It's a brand new radio. But I'll tell you what, this is a nice radio to have. I enjoy it, even though it doesn't have 500 presets like this does, or the Airband or extra things. This still is a very good sounding radio. I like it. So let me know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.